Hello, ladies. I just wanted to pop in and talk to you about why are you so sorry? And so, what do I mean by that? So, women are chronically apologetic, even when it makes no sense to be apologizing, using that word sorry to fill in gaps where we could be saying other things. And here's the deal. It's incredibly important to use the proper responses. Now, there are times when we are sorry, when we messed up, when we should say, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up. I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that. That's perfectly fine. It's okay to be sorry when it's appropriate. But sometimes we're inappropriately sorry for no reason. And what ends up happening is we open the door for other people to say, oh, well, they've just given me permission to dump my garbage on them, and really it has nothing to do with them. It's not their responsibility, and they are not even in the wrong. But she's saying she's sorry, and so okay, she's just opened the door. So here's my baggage, here's my stuff. I'm putting it all on you. Even like something as simple as stepping in front of someone at the grocery store. Well, there was no right or wrong. And when we say sorry, it's like, yes, you are. Please get out of my way. And you could have said something a little bit different and not given someone permission to say, oh, yes, you are sorry, so let me walk all over you. Right? Okay, so let's explore the 3 biggest reasons that causes us to say sorry when we don't mean it. One of those things where the past continues to haunt us, okay? Especially those of us that have struggled with some type of abuse in our life. One of the biggest reasons that we say we're sorry when we're not sorry is we're trying to diffuse a situation and prevent an argument or self-protect, right? So many of you know exactly what I'm talking about when that abusive partner or whatever is coming at you aggressively and accusing you of something, or just jumping on you about something, and your first response is, I'm sorry. And you can kind of almost feel your hands going up and you're kind of backing away because I don't want this confrontation in my life. This is dangerous. This is scary. So that carries on with us to situations that are not harmful, we're not in any kind of danger. We'll say, I'm sorry, when we don't necessarily mean that we are sorry. We're not in the wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to be sorry for. Okay? Number 2, biggest reason that we might be saying I'm sorry when we really don't mean I'm sorry. This one's a classic. We're being hard on ourselves. We feel guilty, right? As women, we tote the baggage of guilt with us everywhere we go. Everything we ever did wrong, everything we said wrong, everything that is going on around us, we feel guilty for it. We're taking responsibility for it, and we're being so hard on ourselves, right? We don't allow ourselves to make mistakes. And so when something comes up, like especially with our kids, here's a great example for single moms. Dad didn't show up, and we say to our child, I'm sorry. Well, imagine that you're the child that just received the apology for the absent parent. You're there, and in the child's mind, mom must have done something. That's maybe why dad didn't show up, or whoever didn't show up. Mom says she's sorry, so she must be responsible in some way, when there was a better response for that as well, okay? I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you do, okay? And number 3, it's a sign of anxiety. So I had a girlfriend one time that was literally sorry about everything. That was her response to everything, even when it sounded weird to say it because it made no sense in the context of what she was using it. I might say, hey, do you know where the scissors are? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go find them. What are you sorry for? I would get so frustrated with her. I'm like, girl, please stop saying I'm sorry. She inserted I'm sorry for everything. And I'm like, please stop doing that. You're not sorry. You've got no reason to be sorry. It's a pair of scissors. We will locate them together. You haven't even touched them. Why are you sorry? Anyway, okay, moving on. Okay, so that is the 3 biggest reasons that we say I'm sorry, even in situations where it makes no sense for us to be sorry. We didn't do anything wrong, okay? And we don't want to give people that undue permission to say, oh, well, you must be responsible, or you're going to take responsibility for this. I'm going to dump this on you, okay? All right, so Here are 3 examples of different responses you can use instead of I'm sorry, okay? So a few weeks ago, my girlfriend called me to tell me that her car broke down on her while she was coming back from vacation. She went through the process of explaining to me, like, you know, they had to find a repair shop. They were in the middle of nowhere. There was no place to even get a rental car. It was a really sucky situation that she was in. And my response to her was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, why am I sorry? It wasn't my fault. And while, yes, we're used to giving that response, let's try change and get to something like, oh no, girl, I know that's so frustrating. So what did you do? Like, how did you fix the situation, right? And it means that it means the same thing. We care and we understand where you're coming from, right? But instead of saying, I'm sorry, we say, wow, I know that was really frustrating for you. All right, number 2. Okay, so you know there's situations like when you're having a conversation with someone, or you might be in a meeting or something like that, and you really need to interrupt and interject something that you've got on your mind, something that you need to insert into the conversation somewhere, or you need to provide some information because it's going to be valuable to whatever's going on. A lot of times we'll say, I'm sorry. And then we interject what we're going to say. You know that situation? Well, what if we said, okay, pardon me for just a second, or excuse me for just a second. Let me share this with you. Does that make sense? Like, instead of saying, I'm sorry, it automatically gives people well, she's sorry, but that can wait. And it's the truth. Like, automatically when someone says, okay, I'm sorry, you're like, oh, well, okay, you can be sorry over here. We're going to continue this discussion, okay? What if you say, okay, pardon me, let me interject something here, or excuse me, I think we need to, head this discussion in a different direction or whatever. We're going to delete I'm sorry from our vocabulary so much, okay? And probably the biggest area that we insert I'm sorry when it is unnecessary and really needs to get our attention and not apologize when we are not in fact sorry. So here's a great example. When you have a significant other and this significant other is upset with you and coming at you and fussing at you, or for whatever reason, and you're thinking to yourself, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong here. Like, I get that they feel that I did, but I truly feel that I did not do anything wrong here. Well, we will still automatically say, I'm sorry. And even though we don't mean I'm sorry, because we didn't feel we did anything wrong, right? So what can we say instead of I'm sorry? We can say instead, I understand that you're upset with me. Or, I understand that we do not agree on this particular thing, ... and carry on with whatever it is that we are having a disagreement about. But when you say I'm sorry, that automatically says, okay, if I come at this person this way, they're going to be sorry, they're going to take the responsibility for it, I'm off the hook, right? That's not how it should work. While I will always try to, because arguing is just not that important to me. Like, I don't have to be right. But when I say I'm sorry, that does not put it to bed. What puts it to bed is having an open, real, and true conversation and saying, I understand that you're upset with me. And here's my viewpoint on it. And it's okay. We can have a difference of opinion without me having to say, I'm sorry. I just caught myself saying I'm sorry when I don't necessarily mean that I am sorry. And I have got friends and family, female friends and family that do it all the time. I mean, I'll call and say, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what happened. Something happened at one of my Airbnbs. And their response is I'm sorry. And then I say, what are you sorry for? It's not your fault. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have got to get control of this because we are not sorry. So today, I hope that this video serves you, and I hope that you remember not to be so sorry. Hey, visit me at CamilleStone.org. I would love to connect with you further, and give this video a like and share because someone else out there one of your girlfriends, your mom, your sister, one of your Facebook friends needs to remember not to be so sorry. Have a great day.